Hello and welcome to the Slippy Limpets video. We are on the same beach we were on last week, Seaton Sluice or Blyth beach. Half a mile or so up further than where I was last week. When I was down there, the sand bars looked way better up this way, so and I was dead flat down there. So this time I'm trying to target these sandbars, which you can kind of see out there. And I'm trying to up my scratching game by using lighter line, smaller hooks and different rigs. I've got a 3.0 flapper with us, which I've never used before, and I've got a usual up and unders and Paternosters, but also which I've just cast out as a Portsmouth rig or an Ian Gold's rig. The reason why is I'm just not used to fishing at this time of year. It's sort of the end of March, and yeah, I'm normally lure fishing, so yeah, it's exciting using different kit and tackle and doing different research, so hopefully it pays off. That's the first bit of interesting on tonight. Really good positive pull down, better than I had last week, so good start, just on high tide there. This has had about half an hour or 40 minutes actually. Had a few hits, but don't think I've got anything on. It looks like something has been having a go at that ragworm up there. Let's stick another one on. Put a bit of elastic around the top to keep it in place. That canny one on the bottom and the big hook. Oh, it's so fiddly fishing with such light kit. It's only 12-pound Amnesia I've got on the bottom of this. Normally fish with 25 to 30. I think what I'll do is I'll get this bait on. Just going to put a little bit of elastic on just to make a neat presentation. Right, let's get this out. This is the rain starting, which as usual wasn't forecast. Second bait in the water. It's 7:10, so it's just half an hour past high tide now, so we're on slack water. I've moved here because there was a sandbar, or there is a sandbar, so I'm hoping that I can get onto the back end of that as the tide drops down further. Just any fish will do tonight. I'm not targeting a specific species, so trying to cover all bases by having a hook on sort of yay high in the water column and one planted on the bottom. It's a theory anyway. Let's see if it pans out. Well, that's the first fish of the night. I think I was quite lucky to hook that because the cascade swivel hadn't worked. But it seems the scratching rig's the way to go. Aye, flounder, happy days. Let's get it back. There you go, son. Eyes away. Literally been in the water by maybe 2 minutes. So, get in. Haven't blanked. Right, so my splashdown didn't work, and I think it was just filled with sand, basically. Just a bit of a problem for them. Bait's been a bit scarce around here, so this is all I've got for the night. It's a bit less than I usually have, but I had some great service from the bait and tackle centre down in the south coast of England, believe it or not. Ordered it on his website, or I'm sorry, on eBay, which is his website. 9 o'clock on Thursday morning. It was here by 10 o'clock on Friday morning. I'm in service. Postage was a wee bit of a sting, but it's well worth it to get it at that short notice. Make sure that's working properly. So conditions wise, it's the smallest tide of the month. Or it was this morning, and this tide now is the start of the building tides, which I always find the fishing to be better on personally. Just had a good northerly blow for the past couple of days, so this is a dying swell as well. Ordinarily the water would be pretty murky, but it seems crystal clear for some reason. Partly why I've reduced all the size of my snoods and things. High tide was about, well, an hour ago, so we're going to be chasing the tide down. I'm on quite a steep bank at the minute. Once I hit the bottom of that, then it's just flat sand for the rest of the way. I've had 2 casts and interest on both of them, so it's a good start. Let's get this soft rod set up. So it's 3 hook flapper rig. I'm just going to fish this one with straight rag. Whole new style of fishing this for me. Never ever fished like this before. Actually, I'm going to clip these down. Let's see if the rig works. Go. There's a monster of a rig. See if I can cast this without nesting. Wow, 2 rods again. Getting used to this now. Got that cast out on 40-pound braid on that multiplier. Don't fish with the shock leader, just fish it straight through. I managed to chuck that one straight. So soft, that rod tip, like it's showing every single wave that comes through. Well, there we go. Second fish of the night, another flounder. A lot more spots than on the previous one. It's got the evidence of the rag hanging out of its gill there. Let's get him back. Well, looks like rag's the bait of the night. Shame I don't have that many rag with him, unfortunately. 2 fish, come on. Might as well move all this forwards. This bag, should put it back in the car. It's actually a drone, which is new to the channel. Right, well, this is I've been in the water for ages, it's time to bring it in. Hey! Oh, there's another fish. Another flounder. Oh, he's passed the hook right through. Oh no, he wasn't even hooked. Well, there's the third fish of the night. They're just getting smaller. This guy wasn't even hooked. It's literally just digesting the worm on the line. Another flounder. Tiny little fella. Fourth. I can't keep count now. I've got 2 rods. It's too difficult for us. I need an abacus. That's the next bait in the water anyway. Already getting some interest on the rag out close in. I've just whacked out the lugworm as far as I can. Beach is really emptying out now. I'm on a really steep bank here. I can imagine it's just going to be completely flat shortly. But I can see some breakers in the distance, so hopefully I can get, in theory, the close rods at the front of this next set of sandbars and the lugworms on the back side of that in the deeper water. Well, 3 windings anyway. It's been good so far. Beats my poor session I had last week. Still plenty of time yet. Bite after bite after bite at the moment. I think I'm just going to have to concentrate on one rod here, because the fish are just taking the mick out of us. They get a bite on one, pick it up, and then the other one starts rattling away. Then put the first rod down, pick the second rod up, and then it's gone, and so on and so on. Good fun. Well, I think I've got a fish on this one. Oh, I do. Oh, I did. I still do, it's on the surface. Doubler. One on lug and one on yeah, one on lug and one on rag. Only the smallest one's taking a 4-row. Two coolies. That'll explain all the rattles then, if there's a school of them out there. Oh, just need to regroup now. Oh, that's my last bait in the water. It's completely emptying out here, and I'm actually fishing again tomorrow. What a lucky chap. So I've had a good 4 or 5 hours, not too bad. Put a big bait out though, so we'll see how it comes up in the next half hour. In the meantime, I just want to say thank you to everyone who's bought some clothing from slippylimpets.uk. I'm blown away by people actually wanting it, to be honest. Don't forget, those people who have bought something, don't send us a picture on Instagram so we can share it out. And yeah, thank you, we really appreciate it. I can't imagine this being in much water. There's only a gentle lob. Well, that was really close in. Got another another coley. Only had like 4 or 5 winds of the handle. Must have just been sitting in front of the sandbar. What I did notice though, something's chafed away at me top snood. Don't know what that is. How I lost that. There's not many toothy fish around here. Interesting. I think I'm going to call it a night. It's been a cracking little session. Loads of fish. No biggies, but it's nice to have a couple of species. And nice to be out as usual. Fishing again tomorrow, so I need to get all these batteries charged up, and I'm going to say thank you very much for watching, and until the next